What's up, Jonesers? Man here, and there's been a few questions in the chat about some of the things, well, more specifically about whiskey balls. So I figured I'd make a little short video and kind of talk about a couple of the things that we use in Jonesnmann videos. So, uh, there's been probably more questions about these whiskey balls. And if you take a look, I got these from a Bacardi Ocho set. It came one in a set with a fifth of Bacardi Ocho. It's a nice little plastic case with a silicone top. And that's where we get the big whiskey balls from. The silicone top is pretty sturdy. You just kind of fill it up with water, squish it down. You got to be careful because sometimes it'll shoot out. Sometimes I put a little bit of extra water in the top just to make sure that I get a full ball. And sometimes you can buy these in the set. I'll look up see if I can find some on Amazon and maybe post a link down below to get all four or either at least two. I actually picked up a set for the, if you haven't had a chance to take a look at, I'll post the card up here, for Super Bowl Sunday episode, and they were shaped like footballs. So a lot of cool things that you can get from there. Now this is another set. I thought it said where I got it from, but this is pretty cool too. I got 2 rocks glasses, which I use them sometimes, and 4 silicone molds. Now these looked like this. These were a little harder to use because there's silicone on the bottom and silicone on the top. And you kind of got to fill it half with water. Well, I close it all the way, fill it up with water from the top, and then you kind of got to be really, really careful. These are super stable. Set them in the refrigerator. They're not tipping over or anything. These are another story, but they're good for when we're using and shooting with smaller glasses or smaller mouth glasses. If you can look, see this one's got a wide mouth. This can handle that big ball. This one, you need a little bit of a smaller whiskey ball to go with, or you won't be able to get it in your glass. Doesn't help having a great whiskey ball if you can't put it in the glass. And this came with 2 rocks glasses and 4 of these. I don't know where the other ones are right now, but they're somewhere around here. And I got this as a birthday gift, so I can't give you any information on pricing. Like I said, these I got for free. Well, free with the bottle, and I enjoyed the bottle enough to consider it free. Another thing that you see me use, I've got this, I call it the rack, and it's just a bar set. It has a knife, it has a jigger, it has a bottle opener, and it has a stirrer. And I usually just keep it stored right back here on the back. When I know I'm going to mix up a drink or I need something, I just pull out what I need. This jigger is pretty cool because it is a ½ ounce on one side and a full ounce on the other. Sometimes they're 0.75 and 1.5, which kind of throws me off personally. So I like ½ ounce and full ounce. Another thing that you guys don't see me use, but sometimes I travel, and when I'm traveling and mixing drinks, I use this, and I call it the Houdini, but I don't think that that's the actual name of it. But on the inside, it's got a full set of barware, including that you can't see in the inside of this at all. But it has 2 lines in it with all the measurements for your jigger, which is basically, this is 0.7 and 1.5. I think that's right. And then also on the inside, you have your bottle opener, which is super cool. You've got a strainer, which is what's missing from my set here. You even have a stirrer. You basically break them apart like that. You can actually stir with just this, but if you really want to make it a little bit longer, you put the 2 pieces together and you can stir. On the other end, it has a knife. And it has a zester. So like if you need a little lemon zest to mix into your drink, you just kind of shave it off there, which is also pretty cool. And it all goes back into this one neat little set. and you can take it with you anywhere. A couple weeks back, a friend asked me to do some bartending, and so I went and did it. I took my little set. I had everything I needed, which I really didn't need because they didn't have that kind of a bar. But I had everything in case I needed it. And it all fits in this cool little set here. Well, as always, guys, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I hopefully try to answer any questions that you guys put out there. If you have any additional questions, feel free to shoot us some, just, DM us, put them in the comments. Well, as always, this has been another episode of Jones and Mann, and there's no need to waste good whiskey bottles. Plantation OFTD. If you haven't seen this episode, be sure to check it out. This is a really great overproof rum. At 69% proof, she's got some heat to her, but it is delicious. This has been another episode of Jones and Mann. Clink 'em and drink 'em.